Hey, Stampin' friends, it's Jody Breckville, Stampin' Queen, and I wanted to do a special video today to thank you. It's going to be quick, it's going to be short and sweet, and I'm going to try hard not to cry. But many of you know that I partner very closely with Sweet Grace Ministries. This ministry is in my town of Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. It is created and run by a very dear friend of mine, Katie Dortenzo, and it is a ministry that was created out of grief and extreme loss of her daughter, Cicely. Katie has worked tirelessly to create this ministry for families who are struggling with infant loss, with miscarriage, and with neonatal death. It's a very important ministry, and we as stampers have a very small part to play, but it is very big. And so, second annual Stamping for Sweet Grace event happened this past weekend on April 12th. We had many people join us in person in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania. We had many of my team members and some of my Stampin' friends came together to create an amazing, amazing event. This event was for us to get together, to create projects, to stamp, to fellowship, to share, to laugh, with the proceeds and the monetary donations going to Sweet Grace. So it's always fun to get together and share what we love and have some fun and be able to do something good to make a difference for this ministry. I'm happy to report that we had over 100. Actually, was exactly 100 kits prepared. Those were for our in-person stampers. They were for our friends to go. We had many of our Stampin' friends and demonstrator friends purchase a kit to go from all over the country. They have all been shipped out, and hopefully you guys are getting them this week. We also gave the tutorial away with free with a $20 donation. So we had many of those go out as well. So a portion of your entrance fee for the kits went to Sweet Grace. All of the donation for the tutorial went to Sweet Grace as well. We accepted donations at the event, and we had some very, very generous donations come in, and we thank you so much for those. I had a demonstrator stamping friend of mine who gave some cardstock, and we were able to sell the new cardstock packs, all of the money going to Sweet Grace. And then we had some raffle items available that you were able to purchase tickets for. And we did a raffle at the in-person event, and that money went to Sweet Grace as well. So I'm actually getting ready to head over there today. I have a huge box of cards to give to them. Those came in at the event. So thank you to all of you who made cards to give to Sweet Grace. I'm taking them over now. And I'm so excited to report that our donation to our ministry was $8,000. This makes my heart so full that you guys come alongside me and you know how important this ministry is to so many families. I am asked quite often if I am tied to Sweet Grace because of loss, and I am not. I am tied to Sweet Grace because God brought us together. And we used to get together and make cards in person because Sweet Grace, part of their ministry, is sending cards. We have a huge card ministry. Thousands and thousands of cards go out every year to families who are struggling and dealing with loss of losing their babies. We send Mother's Day cards. We send Father's Day cards. We send Christmas cards. And then we send a thinking of you or praying for you card on the month of the baby's passing or birthday. There's so much that goes into this ministry, and that is just a tip of the iceberg, but that is what I am called to be a part of, and you guys have come alongside me, and I cannot be more thrilled. It is heartbreaking and heart-filling to take a box of cards over that I know that you have poured your heart and soul into creating to send to these families. Then there is a group that takes the cards and they handwrite everything that needs to be inside it and then send it out. There's a lot of hands that touch these cards. And my goal from the minute that I read Katie and Cicely's story was that Sweet Grace should never have to buy a card and never have to send a store-bought card. And we are making that happen, you guys. Thousands of cards at a time. So I wanted to say thank you for the donations and thank you for taking the to-go kits and joining us in person and making the cards. If you're interested in being part of the card making group, please message me and let me know, because we do have some stipulations on the cards. So let me know about that. If you are interested in making cards, please check out our custom stamps that we have created with Sweet Grace in mind. These stamps make it a little bit easier to send Mother's Day and Father's Day and thinking of you cards, because not always is it happy. And happy Mother's Day and happy Father's Day if you are a lost family, a lost parent, a lost grandparent, a lost friend. You know that Mother's Day and Father's Day can be quite a trigger for many of these family members. So creating these custom stamps that say thinking of you on Mother's Day and thinking of you on Father's Day and thinking of you and sending loving thoughts and prayers and just letting you know that yes, we recognize and we remember and we see you. This is important. And so I have teamed up with Nick at Magnuson Stamps to create the custom stamps for the custom stamps. This is not from Stampin' Up. If I sell my million, you guys, when I get to 1 million, I am going to work so hard to have Stampin' Up create a stamp set that we can use for these Sweet Grace families, or any families that have dealing with loss. You have lost maybe a parent. It is still hard to say Happy Mother's Day when you know that your mother is not here. So these stamps with that thinking of you make a world of difference. Nick has graciously offered to give a portion of the sale of these stamps to Sweet Grace as well. And so far we have been able to give them $200 from you guys purchasing these stamps. So if you are interested in learning more about how to make cards for Sweet Grace, you're interested in learning how to get these custom stamps, and we sell them in a bundle, and they're crazy inexpensive, you guys, crazy inexpensive. Nick has been amazing. He's great to work with. Absolutely love Nick at Magnuson Stamps. Please let me know. Comment below, message me, let me know. If you need more information about Sweet Grace, please reach out to sweetgraceministries.com. You can find the information that you need. This ministry is started in my town. It supports tons of hospitals in Pennsylvania, the state, as well as moving in to other states across our country. But the support does not stay local. It goes to families all over our country. So if you know someone, or you yourself, or a grandma, or a child, or somebody who knows someone who is experiencing the loss, and you need Sweet Grace in your life, please reach out to them. They can help you. So again, thank you guys so much. I hope that you will join us again in 2026, because I will do another annual Stamping for Sweet Grace event in person and to go. And we will just keep on making cards for them, because it is so important. Katie stopped by just to remind us that to these families, this is the lifeline. This is letting them know that their child is not forgotten, that their pain is still felt. And there is a group of people that totally get it. They are in the walk with them. And even though I don't have the loss in my life, I am in it with them. And I've been more cognizant ever of what to say, what to do, and how to help the families who are struggling with the loss. So any questions, message me and let me know. I would love to have you come alongside and either make cards or join our event or purchase the special stamp sets that we have. So take care, friends, and thank you again so very, very much.